Okay, welcome back to the Employee Onboarding for Success course. Now we're going to go through the Teams page and show you how to set up each of your team members in a table within Airtable and how to link that back to the master checklist. Here's just a summary of what the Teams page can look like. This is just a gallery view, and you'll notice there that once you attach images in each of the rows, you can show a whole different aspect of how the table is shown. So instead of just an Excel grid spreadsheet, you can basically show a gallery view here just with the summary of what information is very important, and you can house this on separate pages. So this page is what we're going to build, and there's three main areas that we're going to look at. So we're going to set up each of the rows with the names, images, team details, emails, and what their random likes are. We're going to also show you how to change it to a gallery view and to show you how you can link this view back to your onboarding checklist so you can allocate tasks to those different team members. And we're also going to show you how your teams can be notified and how they can interact and comment between what they have to do on their different rows. So let's get in. So now that we're in Airtable, what you can see here is the different gallery views of each of the elements within the rows. You can see here, this is the typical, Excel spreadsheet style layout. But then once we've created that gallery view, this view is very, very nice and a lot easier to take in all the information. And if you want to house this on separate websites, you can set up a shareable link that you can basically host on a separate website, and people can click and interact with each of the different pieces here. And if you need to change anything, it's just like the original spreadsheet where you can go in, change the photos, add new photos. So you can change the data set within each of the different views as well, which I think is quite special. So what we're going to do is build this actual table. And the first thing that we're going to do is copy and create over a new table. So we're going to call this team members build. Drag this across, pop this there. And first column that we're going to look at is the name column, because this is a title column. If you find that you have people within the business that have exactly the same names, basically you could drop in a middle name as well, and that would allow each of the rows to be unique still. As you can see here, there's only 3 available, so we're going to do what we did before, and we're going to copy paste this data across and then expand the column so that all of that gets in there. So as you see, the next column that we have is an attachment column, and we're going to add some photos in here. Now I've already preloaded those elements in there, but you can see here we've already got an attachments column. We're going to drag that one over. We're going to rename it to photo. And then what you can see here is a drag and drop little section. So you can either drag a file, if you have it handy, into this little box after you've ticked on it. Otherwise, you can click on this. And there's a multitude of options that you can pull from. So whether you've got your own Drive or Dropbox, you can pull from there. If you hook up your Instagram or Facebook account, you can also draw from that. You can also do which I found pretty powerful, is you can actually do a Google search through the platform, and it'll search all the images for what you type in there. So if you want to pull this image of the little landscape, cityscape, and the moon, you can pull that directly from Airtable, which is pretty special as well. But what we're going to do is quickly drag some of the original images in there, pop that one in, and this will be allocated to that particular row there. And so just like a Google Drive, you probably noticed over the last few years, Google have allowed the attachments to be attached within the file. This is exactly the same instance there. Excel, you can do it, but it's a lot of the times it just sends you to a link of that particular file. So what we're going to do, you can, I believe, drag and drop these files anyway, so you can copy those across. Otherwise, we're just going to, let's do a quick test to see if we can drag and pull across these other images as well. That would be quite good. And there you go. Perfect. So I've just done that. That saves a lot of time when we do that one. So the titles, so this is a role title. So what we can do, that's just going to be a single line text. So with this note section, that's long text. We're just going to convert that to a single line text, and we are going to change it to something clearer. So role title, and allocate that one there. Team members, so we're going to put them in a particular team. So these teams are single select grouping. So we can update this one here. So single select grouping. Um, as you can see here, we already had some to do in progress and done. We're just going to delete those out. And then because we dragged and dropped the original file types in there, let's just click save here. We can have some colors, and then we can change the title as well to which team that they're in. That's quite easy. Also, what we can do is you can drag and drop across multiple columns. So if we do email plus their favorite X-Men, we can drag a new one in here, which is this is going to be the email. So we'll drag that across and paste. And you can see expand the tables, and it should expand to the right as well. So this was just a single line text. I think that would be the standard that would come across. And so why the email is special is that having the correct format allows you to do the automations in the future. So if there's any tasks that are allocated to this particular person, you can set up an automation that if a task is allocated and a new task gets allocated to, say, Charles, then an email can be sent to Charles to say that, hey, you've got a new task here, go and do it. And it'll send the link as well, so that it just makes it a lot more efficient in terms of updating that person that they have a new task. What are some other options here? Okay, so we're at the stage where we need to link back to the original master checklist build page. And if you can remember, on this master checklist page, here you have the links back to that particular page. And so we're going to do that in the next video, as well as the gallery view. If you see here, we're going to create this gallery view as well. So we'll see you on the next video, and good luck creating your new table.